Imagine this: enough scrolls to fill every library in a small country like Singapore 10 times over. Picture rows upon rows of ancient manuscripts, each one a treasure trove of knowledge, wisdom, and history. These scrolls held the secrets of the ancient world, from the philosophies of great thinkers to the mathematical equations that laid the foundation for modern science. That was the Library of Alexandria. Gone, vanished. Once the epicenter of learning and culture, it now exists only in the whispers of history. The ruins that remain are but a shadow of its former glory, a haunting reminder of what was lost. Did it burn, or did its knowledge fade slowly, like ink in the desert sun? Theories abound, but the truth remains elusive. Some say it was destroyed in a great fire, while others believe it succumbed to the slow decay of time and neglect. The Library of Alexandria wasn't just a library, it was a beacon, a lighthouse of learning in a world shrouded in darkness. Scholars from all corners of the ancient world gathered there, drawn to its light like moths to a flame. It was a place where ideas were born, nurtured, and shared. It held the collected wisdom of the ancient world, whispering secrets of philosophy, mathematics, and art. Imagine the conversations that took place within its walls, the debates, the discoveries. It was a melting pot of knowledge, a crucible of innovation. What happened to it remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. Was it a victim of war, of natural disaster, or simply the passage of time? The answers are lost to us, buried beneath the sands of history. The very thought of such a treasure trove of knowledge disappearing sends shivers down your spine, doesn't it? It's a sobering reminder of the fragility of human achievement, of how easily our greatest accomplishments can be lost. It makes you question the fragility of knowledge itself. How much of what we know today could be lost tomorrow? How many of our own libraries, our own repositories of knowledge, are at risk of fading into obscurity? How could something so grand, so vital, simply vanish? The Library of Alexandria stands as a testament to the impermanence of human endeavor, a poignant reminder that even the greatest achievements can be fleeting. Yet it also serves as an inspiration, a call to preserve and cherish the knowledge we have, lest it too be lost to the annals of time. The story begins with Ptolemy the Soter, a man of vision and ambition. A general of Alexander the Great, Ptolemy was not just a warrior, but a strategist and a thinker. After Alexander's untimely death, Ptolemy inherited Egypt, a land rich in history and culture. He saw an opportunity to create something monumental. He dreamt of a city that would outshine even Athens in its glory. That city was Alexandria, a beacon of knowledge and culture. Ptolemy envisioned a grand library, a place where the world's knowledge could be gathered and preserved for future generations. This library was to be a repository of all knowledge, a treasure trove of human thought and achievement. He wanted scrolls, manuscripts, and books from every corner of the known world, ensuring that no piece of wisdom was left out. Ptolemy's vision extended beyond mere collection. He wanted philosophers and scholars to debate and share their wisdom, to push the boundaries of human understanding. The Library of Alexandria became the embodiment of Ptolemy's ambition, a symbol of intellectual and cultural prowess. It became a symbol of Alexandria's power and influence, a testament to the city's role as a hub of knowledge and learning. The library attracted the greatest minds of the age, including renowned scholars like Euclid and Archimedes, who contributed to its legacy. It became a place where knowledge wasn't just stored but created, where ideas were born and nurtured, shaping the future of human civilization. One name resonates through the ages when we speak of the Library of Alexandria Hypatia, a mathematician, astronomer, and philosopher. She was not just a scholar but a symbol of the intellectual spirit that defined Alexandria. Her contributions to mathematics, particularly in the development of algebra and geometry, were groundbreaking. She also made significant strides in astronomy, charting celestial bodies with remarkable precision. A woman far ahead of her time. She became the head of the Neoplatonic school in Alexandria, teaching philosophy and attracting students from far and wide. Her lectures were renowned, drawing scholars from distant lands who sought her wisdom and insight. In an era dominated by male scholars, Hypatia stood out as a beacon of enlightenment and progress. Hypatia, like the library itself, was a beacon of knowledge. Her presence in Alexandria was a testament to the city's commitment to learning and intellectual growth. She was a living embodiment of the library's mission to gather, preserve, and disseminate knowledge from all corners of the world. Her story, however, ended in tragedy. She was brutally murdered by a Christian mob. This act of violence was not just an attack on a single individual, but a blow to the entire intellectual community of Alexandria. It marked a dark chapter in the history of the city, a moment when ignorance sought to extinguish the light of knowledge. Her death, some argue, marked the beginning of the library's own demise. The once great institution began to decline, its vast collection of scrolls and manuscripts slowly lost to time and neglect. The library, which had stood as a symbol of human achievement and intellectual curiosity, became a relic of a bygone era. There were others, of course, poets, mathematicians, astronomers. These scholars, too, contributed to the rich tapestry of knowledge that defined Alexandria. They wrote treatises, composed poetry, and made astronomical observations that would influence generations to come. They flocked to Alexandria, drawn by the allure of the library. The city was a melting pot of cultures and ideas, a place where scholars could exchange knowledge and learn from one another. The library was the heart of this intellectual community, a place where the world's greatest minds could come together. They spent their days in its hallowed halls, debating, studying, and adding to its ever-growing collection of knowledge. The Library of Alexandria was more than just a repository of books. It was a living, breathing center of learning and discovery. Its legacy continues to inspire scholars and seekers of knowledge to this day. The mystery deepens when we try to pinpoint the library's destruction. Was it a single catastrophic event, or a slow, agonizing decline? Theories abound, each with its own set of proponents and detractors. One theory points a finger at Julius Caesar. During his conquest of Egypt, legend has it that a fire broke out in the harbor. This fire, some claim, spread to the library, consuming its precious scrolls. Did Caesar, in his pursuit of power, inadvertently destroy one of the ancient world's greatest treasures? Or is this simply a tale spun by storytellers, eager to weave drama into history? The account of Caesar's fire is often disputed. Some scholars argue that while there was indeed a fire in the harbor, it didn't reach the library. They point to accounts of Mark Antony gifting Cleopatra scrolls from the library years later. If Caesar's fire didn't destroy the library, what did? The mystery deepens, pulling us further down the rabbit hole of history. The search for answers leads us to examine other potential culprits. Could it have been a different fire? Or was the library's demise a more gradual, insidious process? As Christianity gained prominence in Roman Alexandria, tensions arose. Some believe that Christian zealots, viewing the library's pagan texts as heretical, may have been responsible for its destruction. There are accounts of attacks on pagan temples and the persecution of scholars during this period. Could the library, a symbol of ancient knowledge, have suffered a similar fate? The idea of the library falling victim to religious intolerance is a chilling thought. It highlights the destructive power of fanaticism and the fragility of knowledge in the face of ideological extremism. Not everyone believes in a single catastrophic event. Some scholars argue that the library's destruction was a gradual process, a slow decline brought about by a lack of funding, political instability, and changing intellectual tides. As the Roman Empire faced internal strife and external threats, resources dwindled. The library, once a priority, may have been neglected, its scholars dispersed, its collections scattered. This theory paints a melancholic picture of the library fading into obscurity, a slow, agonizing death for a once vibrant center of learning. The truth, like the library itself, remains elusive. Was it Caesar's fire, Christian zealots, or a slow descent into oblivion? We may never know for sure. The mystery of the Library of Alexandria serves as a stark reminder. Knowledge, even when meticulously preserved, is fragile. It can be lost, destroyed, or forgotten. The lack of a definitive answer only adds to the allure of the mystery. It continues to fascinate historians, archaeologists, and dreamers alike. The Library of Alexandria, though lost, continues to beckon us with the promise of untold knowledge. The Library of Alexandria may be gone, but its legacy endures. It serves as a potent symbol of the power and fragility of knowledge. It reminds us of the importance of preserving our intellectual heritage. Even today, the Library of Alexandria captures our imaginations. It reminds us that there are still mysteries to be solved, stories to be uncovered, and knowledge to be rediscovered. The library may be lost to the sands of time, but its spirit lives on, inspiring us to seek knowledge, challenge assumptions, and never stop questioning.